nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Well, welcome everybody. We're getting our comic book on. How are y'all doing? Good to see you. Good evening. Holy crap, we're going to talk comic books. And I am in a new place. and this is weird. So welcome to Loki's game room with the giant map of Mordor behind me. How's it going, Pops? How are you doing, brother?
Man, this is fun. I haven't done comic book stuff in a minute, so I know we've talked about it for a while. We talk offline a lot about comics and stuff like that, so we might as well record something. Let's do it.
And that's what we were talking about. I've got a couple of short boxes that I've not gone through to see what's in there yet. I showed him one thing that was like right on the top of my list. I'm not going to open that, but I'll give you guys a better view here in a minute because we're going to change the camera views. But it's like a Rogue. It's an old late 80s, 90s Rogue pack.
Yep.
So, and I got some other weird stuff. So I know Pops brought stuff. I've got Star Trek stuff, X-Men stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff. So we're going to do a couple of these every other week, right?
Yeah, it works for me. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's fun to have a reason to do it too. Like there's some really interesting comic story adaptation type stuff that's coming down the pike, so that's kind of a good reason to talk about certain titles as well. So yeah, I think about every other week or so is probably good enough to load up a couple of things to talk about for sure.
Heck yeah. So let's get after it. We're going to be bagging and boarding with Pops. I'm going to change my camera angle because reasons. Let's see if I can do this without going into all that. I can. You do it. Yes, you're going to do it. Hello, everybody. All right. So that's the Rogue that was in there.
Yep.
And it's sealed. So it's like
a retail pack. Yeah.
Vacuum sealed, and the pack is sealed. So I don't know if you got those at Walmart. I remember getting like some Spider-Man stuff like that at Walmart back in the day.
Yeah, I was looking to see if they told us the retail packets in, and I don't see it easily. Let me check eBay real quick. But I would not open it. I would think that as long as the box is in pretty good shape, you have a decent sized bag, and if any of you have something that's like that, I would recommend like a magazine bag and board if you can find it. That way, it kind of keeps it. It's bigger, so you have a little bit of room. It's not going to squeeze the edges. If you drop it, it's still going to run a chance of getting dented, but not as bad because the cardboard just gives it a little bit extra space. I don't see the. So it's the 1995 series. I was looking to see if it was Walmart or if it was just a general retail.
This says Toys R Us.
Okay, that's good. There you go. That
So
narrows it
this
down.
has got a $9.99 from Toys R Us. That might be like a half price book or something, and then it's got a $20 on it.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think we paid more than like $100 for the whole box, and this is just like what I've got sitting next to me is only like a third of that box.
And I would think with the movie news right now, that would be the hot seller. Obviously, we've been telling you that we've been selling Spider-Man and X-Men at every show. We've gone full circle to the 90s. It's super popular. While you're looking at the next thing, I'll say hello to everybody in chat. Hey, Tommy's here. Lady Mist, great to see you. Jedi Master, awesome to see you. Project Storytime, throwing down some fire. Hey, Pops, did you ever hear back from the Mary Sue? No, we did. It's an inside joke on the old Mary Sue job. No, definitely not. Definitely wouldn't take me now, that's for sure. And Penny, grandkids just left. Awesome. Some great folks there. But yeah, X-Men stuff's been great. Actually, we just picked up so I think there's still some feuding over it, but the first appearance of Gambit is actually in the annual and not Uncanny 266. We just picked that up, but Flash Gordon. Oh, yeah. Love me some Flash Gordon.
Gordon's alive. And it's that Gordon, too.
Yeah.
So I guess this is like just like the movie adaptation.
Looks like it's the old school adaptation for sure. Let me see. Yeah, that would be. Yep.
40 cents, the movie. How is that from? Whitman.
It's the Whitman ones?
Whitman? Yeah, they're Whitmans.
It's not the DC ones, right? Yeah.
No.
Because DC did an adaptation as well in the 80s. That's the one I was more familiar with. But yeah, there are so many really cool Flash Gordon comics. Kind of a niche thing. Not everybody's into Flash Gordon, but I think that there's a new series that I've been enjoying and definitely kind of fun. I can show you that here in a second. But yeah, look at all the old ads. Look at old Pink Panther. That little Lulu on the left.
That's little Lulu on the left.
Yeah, we have a Golden Age Little Lulu comic from 1940s or something. It's wild. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks really good, man. I mean, the artwork is like really, really freaking good.
Yeah, man, it's wild going back and looking at the failure of the 80s and the 90s, like comics that are worth like $1. We have like a $5 and under, like a $3 and under, $5 and under, but there's a ton of them that are like just $1 comic. And you'll open these things up and the art is incredible. Just the hand-drawn art. So, yeah.
I'm trying to be very careful.
Yeah, you don't want to jack up that spine since they've survived so well for you.
It's just, man.
Yeah,
and these weren't even these weren't in anything. These were just out.
Look at that cool art in the back. That's cool. Yeah, bag them on board. So if you don't know a lot, so I use Silver Age size bags with a modern board. And I do that because I handle them, move them in and out. Somebody wants to see them. If they're going into any extensive storage, I will kind of like double bag them, put one on the front, one on the back. If you want to store them kind of like for a significant period of time and they're modern books, you can use modern bags are a little bit, they're going to be snug. So you have to be real careful putting them in. But yeah, bag and board them, store them upright, make sure your boxes are full. It keeps them in good shape. And then, you know, if he's, and these are not worth like a ton of money, folks. So him handling them, it's not stressing me out.
Yeah, right.
He
They're
knows
just
how I
like
am.
they're just like something you don't think you're ever going to see again.
Yeah.
You know, part 1, part 2, and part 3. Those definitely have to be bagged and board individually. I cannot allow that to continue.
So this is the new one of the new series right now. This is done by Mad Cave. Jeremy Adams is probably one of the better writers right now, and this is a hardback book, which is ones I get to read and handle a lot. And you can see the new adaptation of Flash Gordon. Great adventure series with a lot of action. Really, really fun art. It has like a kind of interesting flashback. We're also going to get actual blood. We're going to get some actual action and stuff that you don't necessarily see in some of those older books. Let me see. We get you, you know, how cool he looks in this. So yeah, very, very good stuff. These you can pick up. I can actually put the link. So I can put the link in the description for you guys, so you guys can get that from Amazon. What I recommend on Amazon for these hardcovers is just put them on like a watch list and then wait for them to go on sale, and or look at used copies. So there's if you're looking for these kind of hardcover books, some people will sell them in like a used, and you can just see the price at the bottom. Usually involves shipping because it's usually coming from a store. I don't have any problem with a hardcover book. Very rarely are these type of things worth a ton of money on the hardcover side. So you know what? Get them, tear them up, really enjoy them, read them. That's what they're for. But here's a link to the paperback one. I'll get you that link. You guys can get a copy of it for yourself. This is right here. Flash Gordon hardcover. Oh yeah, little Trek adaptation going on there. Like it.
So this is a first issue Marvel Comics #1, April. Star-studded first issue, Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Why this is not in plastic and boarded, I do not know. This was not my box, ladies and gentlemen. This was not originally my box of comics.
You know, the funny thing is these things were so much. Now that book is in pretty good shape. So look at the edge again. Let me see the cover because it's got a dark cover. Yeah, those, because it has the dark edges, sometimes you'll see a lot of white creases and stuff breaking through on the left. But it'll sell if it doesn't have any of those marks. It's in really good condition. It can sell as much for like $10. But the series itself doesn't really have a lot of great issues that we're selling. Like it's really like just that first one. And I have to admit, Marvel did a pretty poor job on the covers. Like issue 3 has the Enterprise on it, but most of the covers are really not very good. Really pretty weak. So the first issue I think is very solid. This is again 1980 into 81. So the series ran. Oh, there's a King Conan. We'll talk about some Conan for sure.
The son of Conan. Because you demanded it.
Yeah. Snowdub made it. It's good to see you out there, brother. Southern Viking, I think you pulled up before. Claude Sailing. You have that flash. Yeah, Southern Viking said you had that flat. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Wear your gloves. These are not, Penny brings up wear your gloves. I would be stressed out. I'd be asking Loki to put on gloves if we were dealing with like higher end, you know, or we're dealing with something like really old school. But these are books that are like $20 and less. We're not gonna probably be handling anything like that, are we? That's gonna be more
very niche stuff.
Yeah.
Like this is important to me. I'm like, holy crap, I love this. But it's not like, you know, collectors are out there going nuts for it. It's important to me, whether it's important to a collector or not.
Yeah, I think Trek people enjoy them. And they're really cool decorations for Trek folks. If you have, you know, you want to have Trek stuff around you, whatever, there are some really cool. I gave a whole bunch to Nerdporial. He just hadn't seen them, and they came with that giant. I think I sent you photos of this massive Star Wars lot of stuff that I got, right? Those sealed bagged ones. And there were some pretty beat up Trek stuff in there. So You want to take my link down there to Gordon, and then that's an old school. No, that's an older school Trek.
Yeah, that's 25. This is Gold Key.
Yep.
So this is a Gold Key Star Trek. I don't know if I have this or not. I may have this, or this may be one of the ones that I'm missing. Look at that $6 million man. Dude.
Gold Key, man.
Oh.
Gold Key is so much fun to go back and look at their stuff and the ads and just the marketing and just, yeah.
Bionic
good
transport and repair station for your Bionic Man action figure. Cut this out and send it in and get your $6 million man action club figure. Oh my God, dude. This is why I love comics. This is what makes comics great for me, is it's like going back in time.
It's such a fun time capsule just to look at, in the way we could order comics from these ads. You could buy or toys. Actually, you could take my little, I think you have my comment up there, the Flash Gordon comment. You want to take that down?
Okay.
You
Okay.
There's a lot of like high-end comics, including like Incredible Hulk 181, that first appearance of Wolverine. And people would clip out these coupons and stuff that were in there. So back in the day, you'd send these coupons and stuff in, so they were missing. And yeah,
that severely devalues the comic.
Oh, it ruins it, just devastates it. Actually, I just saw a friend of mine who had a Hulk book come in or something like that. And I said, my first message to him was, "Is the coupon there?" And he's like, "No, sadly, no." And I'm like, "Yeah, you only wanted like $600 for it." I was like, "I can't have a coupon. Nah, there's no way it has a coupon for $600."
Posters. So you've got all kinds of posters you can order here. You just fill it out, send in the money, and they send you.
Yeah. That's the only way they can find customers, man. They take out these ads in comic books and stuff. So yeah, there is no web. So you want me to show you a few things?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is newer stuff. And I say newer meaning like we bought again to sell again. It's not like we've never had them before. So I pulled them off the top because I know this guy loves them. Some more aliens. This keeps moving through. These are just beautiful old school.
Oh, dude. Yes, I've got that one.
Oh, yeah. You've got all these. I think I sent these to you years ago, and now it's like I still pick them up and they still move right out the door. Usually it's not every show, but this will be like an alien person. They'll buy 3 or 4. Same thing with like Predator stuff. Good old Dark Horse Presents. So these haven't these will be at the next show that we have. This is actually a newer comic, a 2021, but this is an alien variant cover. If you guys
I've got that one graded. Yep. I think that's the graded one I bought.
That's awesome. The other thing that's been really popular is the Keanu Reeves series, that Berserker thing.
Yes.
These covers. So they still talk about doing an adaptation of this. So we'll see. These always move pretty well. So we'll pick up like really cool cover ones, or this one's actually like a variant if he's on the cover. So I don't buy every single one, but I will go off hot covers, cool cover. So that's good. I mentioned Predator a little bit, and these are just nice sets to put together for folks where I'll do like, this is him versus the Magnus robot fighter from Valiant. So we'll just put like both issues together, so you can just buy the whole set. You're not chasing down, like it's a 2-part story. So Predator's really on this one, and then he's really on that one. So those do really well for us as well. And then you briefly touched on Conan, which I'm very excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited that they're talking about doing an adaptation. They're doing another film. They're doing an animated series. So we'll pick up when they're in good condition. Again, that was my criteria. These are not selling for a lot. This is like $3. This is like, they're not super great quality. They'll have, this one has like a dirt spot and a little ding here on the corner. So it's a $3 book, because it would be like an $8 or $10 book if it didn't have that.
Yeah.
Here's a King Conan, same exact thing. It'd be like a, an $8 whatever, but it has like a roll. You can feel like the bump. It's not flat right.
Yeah,
So,
like it got rolled up.
yeah, it's just not being stored right. Probably being stored flat.
I'm
These,
so excited for the Conan series
yeah,
because it's the Tarkovsky's the guy who's
hmm
doing it, and he
yep,
did Primal, and Primal is so good.
perfect for this. Perfect for this. So, yeah, I couldn't be more excited about that. And that's just the older school Conan. Let me put these back in the box, and I mean, I know you have these Conan, but in case people haven't seen some of this,
New Conan is excellent. New King Conan is really good too.
yeah, this new Titan series. This is one of the variant versions of number. The other thing too is Titan has each time they do a new printing or whatever, they make a new cover at least. They come up with new stuff to make it unique. And I have to give that a lot of credit. I know, like I said, I know you have a lot of these, but people haven't seen these. These are not
So
super
good.
expensive, but they're so good.
Where I go to get comics, either place, I can't get them. They're always gone.
Yep.
Like if I don't tell her, hey, you need to pull these and hold them for me, I don't get them.
Yeah, I probably should get a new list from you if you're missing any, so I know what to look out for if I go down to the couple of the big shops that usually still have some copies held for me. But I will usually pick up, like I don't, this one came with other ones. So I don't usually pick up some of the off covers because it's like, you know what I mean? Like that one I might have to mark down to move. But this one,
Yeah.
here's the regular one.
So good. So
But the
good.
Virgin one where you don't even have the text on it. I had to mark it up because I keep selling them. They usually sell for around 10. I had to go to 12 on this one. So we'll see how long it lasts. I don't think it will last more than a couple of shows. But yeah, if you like Conan, if you're into that, let me tell you what, this Titan series is phenomenal. And with an animated series coming, it's just wicked good. Look at this. This is actually like a puzzle one. They have like 3 or 4 covers that fit together and make a bigger picture. So, and I know you have all of these or pretty close to it. So, but I'm very excited about the Conan
because they're
news.
so good. They're so damn good.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good.
I've got a couple of these Star Treks, but I think this is the oldest one that's in there, and this is 15 cents. And it is very, very, very it's beat up, obviously, but this is old. This is even older than the other one that I had out earlier. I mean, this is like the age of banana bikes. Old. Banana bikes.
Let me see the cover again. Cool. Got it. Okay.
Missing in action on a dark age planet. And that's Spock and Kirk, and who knows else if that's just Spock and Kirk. I don't see Bones anywhere, but who knows? He could be in there somewhere.
Yeah, around issue 10, they kind of did that little box where you see the little box with Kirk and Spock in the corner. So that kind of dates it for me into the 70s.
I'm sure someone's screaming at me right now to stop touching it.
Oh, it's all right. It's not. Again, I tell you, folks, it's sad that something is that old. Because it's over 50 years old now, and $25 on a mint version. And you said it's kind of beat up and stuff, so it's like it's tricky because you got to look for a Trek fan who wants one. Let me see the cover again real quick. I'm sorry, I keep asking you, but I gotta make sure I get the right one. Yeah, issue number 16.
Like a monk
issue
robe.
16. So it's 1972.
Another golden key. So that's 50 years, over 50 years old.
50 years old. Lynn Wein, the great Lynn Wein, is the writer of that. Wow, that's awesome. Lynn Wein is probably one of the unsung heroes of comic book. He's the co-creator of Wolverine. Just the amount of stuff this dude his fingerprints are on doesn't get any of the love like the Stan Lees and Ditkos and stuff do. So,
well, it's in plastic now.
That's where it belongs. Be well taken care of. Well loved. But folks, again, if you're a Trek fan and you look for man, got to get it. And Showback says he had a bike with a banana seat. Didn't we all have bikes with banana seats? We're all about the same age. We're close enough. So yeah.
There's more. 25 cents, 35 cents, 20 cents, but that's ripped. 35 cents, 25 cents.
Here, all that same series. They're all gold key books.
All gold key books. That looks like the end of Star Trek.
Yeah, it's fun times. Definitely fun times.
Now this is in plastic, but it does not have a board, which you do not want to do. Don't put these in plastics without a board.
Yeah, I don't even bother. Now, I will admit, like on like the dollar comics or whatever, see, that's a Shazam book. I wouldn't treat that badly. I'd still put it in a real bag and a board to sell. Because even if it's a dollar comic, I'll put a board in it. But I usually will recycle the boards. Like as I'm replacing books, I'll take the old ones and set them aside. And they'll go into like dollar books or beat up books or whatever. Even books I give away usually has a bag and a board with it. The old green machine, bro. That's the one you peel the lever and you spin out.
Yeah, you spin out. Yep.
Oh,
it locked the tire.
Old school, good stuff, man.
For guys 8, 9, 10 years old who really know how to ride.
Down with that, man. Down with that.
Stick shift controls, hug the road with tip-proof design, racing slick tires, swivel action rear wheels, adjustable bucket seat.
You made me realize I don't think I have a green machine commercial saved. I got to get myself a green in my giant archive of old commercials. I don't think I have a green machine yet.
But yeah, it's just like it's a torn up Shazam book, and I'm like, God, why would you not have this boarded?
Yep.
It's like they just threw it in there. Oh well, I'll just throw this in there. I never wanted it anyway. I'm like, this is almost like a responsibility to hold on to the past. It really is.
I think we do more videos too. We should probably just do a video where we just like you're doing with the desktop computer, just make it full screen and just go through all the ads. Find books we don't care if we tear them up a little bit. Just like, I did it back in the day when I first started in 2022, and it's more just from nostalgia, looking at all the ads and stuff like that. And then those comics that we did, I gave them away. So I remember very specific because there was a Mr. T in it. People wanted the Mr. T comic.
You loved our Legion issue.
That's awesome.
Science fiction spectacular DC Comics. See, man, it's not the same.
No, there's no ads like that anymore. Showback says he's 55. Yeah, I'll do, dude. I'm 56, so yeah, I get it.
Skateboards.
Tommy says I have a few of those 70s comics. Sadly, they're worth almost nothing. Yeah, I know, Tommy. That's fine. But you know what? You're enjoying them, right? Rip them open and just do like Loki's doing. Just nostalgia. Dive in it and have some fun. It's great. It's great for the soul.
Karate, free training, kick them in the daddy bags.
Daddy bag reference. That's awesome.
Right in the daddy bags.
All right. Well, I just finished pricing these. So this is a different kind of. It's not nostalgia in the sense of an old book like he has, but they redid Space Ghost. Did you read these?
No, I haven't read those yet.
Very solid. Very Batman feel. Definitely a different vibe and feel. More mature. Tons of variant covers. Almost in excess. Dynamite doesn't always do a great job, but this one was treated with a fair amount of respect. And I'm not even a huge fan of the writers, David Pepose. I'm not a huge fan of David Pepose. I think he's kind of he's one of the comic book crackpots, but they do good books. So I keep adding them and going to thing. I know you love Thundercats, so I picked up a couple more. This is
nice.
Liefeld. Yeah, this is a Liefeld cover.
Dude, when you decide to get rid of that, you know where to send it.
Hey, you know what? I'll put it in the old Loki box. Loki's got the ongoing box. Every time they're like, "Hey, you want to sell that?" Yeah. They are. This is all for sale. This is always for sale.
Anything Thundercats, I'll buy. You know that.
Yeah. I'll have to get the whole stack for you. Then you can go through and decide which one.
Pops is they're like my comic book dealer now.
Yeah,
he's like, I'll just add it to the box.
I try to fill in the gaps, especially if stores he goes to doesn't have them. I can just get them for you. So if you guys both think the same thing, he can vouch. I know how to ship. I've been doing this a very long time, and I'm not about trying to make a ton of extra money. A $1 here and there is fine for me because then it's just like covers bags, boards. It covers something else. I'm not, you guys are like the family. You're not like, I'm not trying to make money off of you. So
tell me about this penny. Why the hell are they going to pay $50 back in the 70s for a 1972 penny? Can't tell me is that real or is it some kind of joke?
It was the kind of like the Columbia House thing, wasn't it? Or no, it's something else.
Well, they're saying we'll pay you $50 for a 1972 penny, but it's got to look just like the picture. Where like the 1972 is off. I'll show you. It's like the 1972 is crooked.
There is a rare, like a double one or something. I don't know if that's the one that they're trying to get for people. There is a weird 1972 penny, and I don't really know much about it, but there is sort of like there is one out there that's always been worth money, and I wonder if these are people who just try to get them. I don't know. I don't remember that, but I remember there being a weird 1972 penny. My limit of knowledge on coins is very nominal, but wheat pennies.
Oh, it's a book. It's a damn
book.
Coin.
Okay. It's a coin thing.
It's a coin book. So basically it's like, hey, we'll give you a guidebook that tells you what all the coins are worth. And you can get like, oh, if you find this penny, you can get $50 for that penny. They're not saying they're going to buy the damn penny for $50.
No, it's like a price guide. Oh, it's an ad for a price guide, basically.
It's an ad for a price guide. I'm like, what the shit? They're going to pay for pennies? $50 for a penny?
Not back then, for sure.
No, it's a guidebook for pennies and quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Tommy says, at one time I used to make weekly stops at my local comic shop when I lived in Jersey. Guy ran the shop, would hold all number ones for me. He says, most wound up being worth next to nothing. The ones that were worth something happened to be the ones that were in my comics that were stolen. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. It was like double struck. Most double struck and missed strikes are worth a fortune. So yeah, he's on the coin. There's a few state quarters that are mistrust and are worth thousands of dollars. Yeah. Tommy, sorry to hear about those comics. And then the 90s stuff has come back a little bit. Like, again, I'm not going to try to tell you they're worth much. But if you ever want anything for nostalgia purposes or whatever, hit me up. Let me know. If I don't have it, I probably can just track it down. 90s comics were made in such mass that they're easy to find. But you're right. They did not hold value. Look, have you ever told you a story about the Valiant comics in like the storage unit?
No.
I was at a show and I forget how it came out. And they were talking about Valiant. And then I don't know what happened for the conversation to go that way. And they ended up just talking about how he had a storage unit and they just overproduced like 1 million extra comic. Like it was so...
What? 1 million extra comics?
Yeah. So they had just made so many. Jim Shooter just lost his brain, man, when he went over there trying to play the game and make it work. And they just, yeah. So so once you get past the first 10 or so Valiant issues and you're into those middles, like Archer and Armstrong or something, there are so many copies, they'll never be worth anything. There's just thousands and thousands and thousands still floating around. What is that? I don't think that rings a bell. Oh,
that is Battlestar Galactica. Oh, yeah. Number Battlestar. 1, Dynamite, Peter David, and this is a line art variant cover, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. That's the BSG versus BSG series, right? The 2018 series. Is that number 1?
Yes. Oh, that's number 1.
Let me see that with him on top. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There it is. This is the 1 in 30 variant. Oh, so the comic shops had to order 30 copies to get that one. Man, Battlestar's like dead though. It's not worth like $5.
I can't imagine it would be.
Yeah, I take Battlestar in the back. So this is how bad it's gotten though. Star Wars is in the same camp with Battlestar and Trek. Like he just kind of goes to the back of the sci-fi box in alphabetical order. And I just kind of take them there. And I posted about the missus. The missus made a comment about what's with Star Wars being like dead. We're not selling anything Star Wars. And I said, yeah, we sold stuff. We were just talking about the May show around May the 4th. And then since then, bupkis, man.
When did the Green Hornet become a fairy?
That's a weird take on the Green Hornet, man. Well, 2018 is a weird time, so it wouldn't shock me that we had some sort of crazy girl Green Hornet. Let me see if I can see what that deal is with that, because that's
so weird. Dare to be Dynamite. Dynamite was kissing a lot of ass there for a while.
They still do. I mean, oh yeah, it is a chick. It is a chick.
That's what I figured.
Yep. There it is. Yep. 2018 premiere issue Dynamite, written by Amy Chu, so it's probably a self-insert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
I
definitely a
see that
self-insert.
happening.
Look at that cover. Go back to that cover. That's definitely an Amy Chu type cover. Like she's self-insert herself.
If I can find it.
Yes, that's sad.
Now I can't find it.
It's all right.
There we go.
Yeah, it's pretty weak tea. Yeah, 2018, man, that's the heyday. We're in maximum overdrive of the woke cliche for that era, for sure.
And
Liz,
there
there's 2 minutes here. Hey there. Well, we're doing good. Let me get my stack for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which I know, again, you have all these. These are not for sale yet. I don't have extra. Well, the extra copies I have for sale, but these are not for sale. And I wanted your thought. I actually am pretty excited about the Nightfall adaptation series that they talked about doing. You excited a little bit about that? I feel like they've done pretty good recently with those ones that are made into like part 2, like,
yes,
parts. They'll take their time. And our good friend Graham Nolan, retweeted some positive things about it. He didn't like, hey, oh no, dear Lord. No, it's okay. So I feel pretty good about it. I know you love line art, so you got to be loving your BSG versus BSGs. So for sure.
That's the same comic.
Yes, they're just different variations of the number 1, right? Yeah.
God, that's.
Oh, Dynamite's greedy, man. They will put out. Let me see. There are 12 variants of that number 1. 12 variants.
Why would you do that?
They're at least different covers. So there are different covers. There's a cool Cylon one. I don't know if you have those. There's a couple of cool Cylon ones that are kind of cool. Yeah, BSGs. These are selling off for about $5. The variant covers. They're just.
I imagine.
They're just. We probably can find them in a dollar bin if we just find somebody who has them. Because somebody's just sick of toting them around.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to Nightfall. So if you guys aren't familiar with Nightfall is this classic 90s story where Batman's just stuck having to take on each one of these villains one by one. And then Bane lets them all out of Arkham Asylum. And it becomes this, ongoing series where he's basically just, going after one villain after another. It crosses over into all of the different lines. So from Batman to Detective and everything back before we get to the final moment where Bane meets an exhausted, defeated Batman and breaks his back. So this was the famous story. And they do suffer, dude, right, from the same problem, right? There's so many copies of them all. They'll never be worth a ton of money.
I'm pretty sure I've got 2 collections of those from the point where Bane shows up until Nightfall.
Right.
I think I have 2 different sets of that complete.
Yeah, it's the thing where most of these books I charge $4, $5, $6, and then the breaking of the back one might be 10 or 12. A couple of them might be 10 or 12. But you can get this is actually the signed copy. There's like 9,000 of these.
I've got that.
Yeah, so it comes with one of the golden.
Yep.
COAs. These are not that expensive either. And then of course when it transitions over into that,
they did that
copy,
for home shopping network.
Oh, those signed
they
copies.
Were selling those signed copies on Home Shopping Network.
Yep.
Because that's where my mom got mine. And I was like, why did you do that? And she was like, it looks so like such a good deal. And it was like the whole series. And each one of them was signed. And I was like, God help me.
Yeah.
The amount of money that woman paid for that shit.
But I'm pretty excited about them adapting Nightfall. I would hope that it can keep some of the Batman buzz going. I think it's worthy to note that Absolute Batman is probably the biggest thing in comics now for a very long time, and I've been proven completely wrong. It did not fizzle out after 6 or 8 issues. It is still going incredibly strong. It is, in my opinion, probably still destined to be, a fizzle out. It's kind of like the like the Ultimate Universe and the Marvel side did, but not right now. And if you think there are a lot of variants of your Battlestar, you want to take a guess on how many different variations there are of Absolute Batman #1?
20.
I gotta do like the Price is Right. Go higher, much higher.
50.
Keep going.
Oh my Lord, are you kidding me? They have more than 50 variant covers?
Yes, sir.
100.
Just over. Yep, 101. I'll share my screen. I'm not sure how well this will come out if you want to see it.
All right, give me just a second.
Switches over.
That is not what I need to do. There.
So there's 101. This is a 1 in 25 variant. It's already up to 108. The regular version is over $300 now. Raw, not graded, regular. So 1 in 25 version, a 1 in 50 version is 200, a 1 in 100 sketch version, it's 400. This is the Scotty young guy, does these like caricature things, second print ones. And then here's another. It just keeps going. So every time they do a printing, they at least put different covers on, but you have to really know your game because look, it's just a different coloration on them all.
Yeah.
There's a bit of an homage one, an Arabic one. But you got to really know your stuff to make sure you don't pay the wrong price because, $15 to $6 compared to $100 is a huge mistake if you're wrong. But they just keep making new versions. 4th print, 5th print. Is that crazy?
That is nuts. They're oversaturating again, like they did in the 90s.
Yep. So not sure why you'd want to spend a ton of that money if you can just get a different version. That's the sports card argument, right? Why do I have to pay so much for that rookie card? I'll get one of the other different rookie cards.
Yeah, just get one of the other ones.
All right, what am I looking at here?
So this is another Battlestar Galactica #1, but it is apparently 550. There were only 550 of these made, so it's the #1 variant or whatever. They only had 550 of these.
I don't know much about that one.
There's more Battlestar Galactica, more Battlestar Galactica, more Battlestar Galactica, more Battlestar Galactica. Okay, now we got something different now. This is right up Pops' alley. And it looks like even more. So give me 1 minute.
Dan Funk's in the house. The books you say were overproduced sounds like those would be good for kindling. Yeah. I'm not one for that too much. I would like to see them become something else, but yeah, I would love to see a bunch of Valiant comics get sort of like repurposed. And the irony is that's actually what we did show back. My daughter had a wedding for, these are unlimited, X-Men Unlimiteds. Oh, these are selling really good right now, boy. I'll pick these up like crazy and flip them.
Look at that.
It's nice. Nice and clean.
Very, very clean. It's almost like it's brand new.
Yeah.
I don't want to even, I almost don't want to touch it. It's not rolled. It doesn't feel like it's been flattened. I mean, this looks very, very well taken care of for a #1 issue. And I'm not going to open this either. And there are more, so get ready.
It's good. It's a good year. That's a good series. That's the 1990s, 1993 series. There's a Magneto on number 2. It's a very cool cover, by the way.
Yep. Well, that's next. That's
Yep.
what's next. Let me board this, and we will move on to number 2 because these were all in a bag together. So this
Gotcha.
was like all bagged together. I do not know why this was all bagged together, but considering it was all bagged together, I mean that's in really freaking good shape.
Yep.
It's clean on the side. It's not bubbled up. I don't see any like big dings or scratches or anything. That's nice.
Awesome. Keely Chow's here. Says, what's going on? We're going through some of Loki's box, just show and tell type stuff. And if you're bagging and boarding comics, you can pre-bag and board them, like get your boards in them all, make a little stack. And then when you have something like this, you can kind of loosely just pop them in one by one and get them squared away. But yeah, we're just going randomly through this box that he has. And then I would be doing some show and tell stuff, talking about my experience selling at some recent shows and stuff. So yeah, X-Men 2 Unlimited
That
2
is
is beautiful.
Clean. That is so clean.
Yep. Joe Rubenstein, baby. Good stuff right there. Really good.
So I paid about $100 for this box. So far, I think I got a steal.
Yep. I think you're doing all right.
And we're not even like through the first quarter of comics yet.
I said it's hardly anything depending on the size of the box.
It's a short box, but
Okay.
it was a full short box.
Lady Miss sent over a $2 super sticker. Thank you, Lady Miss. Loki's on a little laptop, so we're not really doing a lot of the comments. So I apologize, folks, if we miss any. So
I am sorry. I can't see.
it's okay.
I can't see shit.
He's focusing on comics right now, folks. But yeah, we appreciate you. And Renaissance Entertainment had some sort of issue over on X for the scam. So man, hang in there. Be careful out there, man. Crazy stuff. So yeah, X-Men Unlimited. And like I said, this movie being announced is only good. X-Men had already been popping off with people looking for X-Men stuff. We sell X-Men at every single show, Spider-Man at every single show. And now with the news, I think with Doomsday coming, the X-Men is probably one of the few things that people are mostly excited about. So yeah. It's good. You have more of the Unlimited series?
Yes. I'm sorry I'm moving slow, guys. I'm trying to be very careful here.
Yep.
Because these are all together in a bag, and I do not want to screw this up.
X-Men Unlimited 7 is just wicked. It's a storm cover. Oof. Wicked.
So that's number 3.
Sabretooth. There's number 3.
Sabretooth. Yep. And again, I've got a little bit of a roll there. A little bit, but I'm
and these don't sell for a ton of money, folks, for some reason. And I don't know why. They're super, super good. So, oh, did my ad fall over? Let me see. Oh, you know what? Probably the kids. So the kids came in and they went to touch it. So I got to go prop him up a little bit better. He's definitely squatting a little bit. Shout back. Thank you for noticing. My Lego ad needs some attention. Renaissance Entertainment says, loved X-Men growing up. Love that X-Men now. Go back and watch that original series, man. 2-3 seasons of that's always good.
And
mostly reading mostly a
season.
Ghost Rider. Ghost Machine reader now. Awesome. Yeah, me too, man. Let me get my Ghost Machine thing going on.
I really enjoyed the new season of 97.
Yeah. So I'm in the Ghost Machine camp too, Renaissance. Definitely. Got more ordered too. It's kind of in the same category with like the Conan and Transformers, like the best of the best, like Jeff Johns universe. So picked up some Redcoat, Rook. Don't know if they had anything else. I'm not a huge fan of Geiger's. Okay, but yeah, definitely love Rook the most. But this guy he had a few extra copies, so I picked those up for the next show. We'll see how they do. Sold some Transformers at the last show, which is always good to see. Always good to see. Yeah, Rook is fantastic. The art, I had never even heard of Jason Fabok, and he is a fantastic artist. So
yes.
Yeah, show back saying with the OG X-Men animated series is GOAT. Yeah, I agree. I think those first couple seasons are phenomenal. I had some issues with season 1 of X-Men 97, and I haven't really gone back in. I just hate when we kill characters. So
2's great. Season 2 is absolutely phenomenal. I liked it. I really liked it. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
It's totally fine.
I am a fan.
Yeah, issue 4. Yep.
Yes, issue 4, and it's got, man, look at that Mystique. That is Mystique, ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, she's showing off her assets.
And that is Rogue. This is back when this stuff was just.
And actually show Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler looks pretty wicked too. Nightcrawler's looking pretty good.
That looks so good. High C fruit drink. High C 9-packs.
You know, Shellback, it's funny you bring that up. He says, I want to get it on Blu-ray or at least DVD. And I'm like, I'm telling you what, I have not had a bunch of any animated stuff come through. I get animated movies that come through to sell, but we don't really get animated like series. So there's been no BTAS, there's been no Superman, Spider-Man, any of that, not really much in the way of Super Friends or Looney Tunes or anything like that. There's been some Simpsons, but they sold immediately. Simpsons has a very devout following for sure.
They just don't make it. They just do
the
not
90s.
make-
Oh yeah, the 90s art is it's off the chain, man. They're not gonna give that to you the way they used to. Like it's especially back then. That's Richard Bennett, man. Scott Lobdell was a good writer too, man. There was some good stuff in there. X-Men Unlimited is an underrated series. I don't know if you can jump ahead to issue number 7 because of time. If you happen to have that one, that's the Storm cover. You want to see a book that's underrated. That Storm cover, oh, I have no idea how it's so cheap. Should be a $10 book. Hello, superheroic as supervillainies, mutant nurses. Yes.
All of these are going in bags and boards.
I have to say Rogue is my favorite female X member. Oh, that's cool. Good take. Shellback. It's cool. That's cool. I think I just don't like Jean. I think Jean's my least favorite. I like Storm. I like Rogue. I think that Mystique's very interesting. I think they do some really cool stuff with her. Psylocke is super cool at times. There's a lot of great characters. There really are. It's really hard to do X-Men. It just is because the bar is so high. It just is. The stuff that's been done in the past was so good. It's hard to know what to do. I didn't bring any X-Men for show and tell.
Pops like I didn't bring any X-Men.
No, I don't think I have any X-Men in this box. They're in the actual Go box.
That is a beautiful Storm. Absolutely freaking beautiful. And they're just not allowed to make covers like that anymore, man.
Nope.
They're just
incredible.
not.
I have no idea why it's not a $10 cover. It's so detailed too, like her cape and all the intricacies. Like it's phenomenal.
It's just that is a work of art. I am sorry, you can argue it all you want to, and so is that butthead.
Yeah. While you're looking at that, let me show you. So, one of the goats, the Killing Joke.
Yes.
This is the first print with the green. But then you have multiple printings. So anytime I'd see one, I'd pick them up. And they change the color. They'll change the cuff. So yeah, I have a couple of these. So it may be time to part with these. I don't know yet. I'm trying to decide when I'm going to move. Because some of those, the little later print ones are hard to find. Look at the detailed art on an X-Men Unlimited comic book that you probably could find for $5.
Jean looks great. Storm looks great. I mean, it all looks great.
Yep. Steve Epting did the art on that one. Howard Mackey wrote it.
How do you give this up? It's not just about like, oh well, we let the artist go. It's quality. The quality and the artistry has just shit the bed. Marvel shit the bed. That's the best way to put it. Is Marvel shit the damn bed. And they just continue to do it over and over and over again and act like they're not doing it.
Yep.
Oh, again, beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful cover.
Tommy says he has the Ren and Stimpy #1 with the scratch and sniff cover. I don't know if you remember that one, Loki. It's got a big nose on the left, like a scratch and sniff thing on it.
Yes.
It's been open. Yeah, super cool. Polybagged, scratch and sniff. If it's still sealed, Tommy, I'm saying I'd probably sell it for about $10 or so. You know, super cool. If it's open, probably have to knock off a few dollars, but it would sell pretty good. It hits that nostalgia bug for folks. So not hard to find, but in the series, you know, you can probably get them in dollar bins and stuff like that. We've had a couple common issues. There's one with Spider-Man on the cover with powder toast man, cinnamon toast
crunch.
No, it's the parody of like anyway. He's on the cover with Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, it's like fifth or sixth issue of the Ren and Stimpy. So. Showback says you're saying Marvel's basically Amber Heard. Yeah, they went Amber Heard for sure. Yeah, this X-Men Unlimited, man. Look at that cover. That Magneto is for
real. That is the Magneto I knew and loved in my childhood.
Yeah.
That was I'm 15 now and I'm kind of getting too old for comics, but damn, that's my boy Magneto. I gotta buy it anyway.
Yep. Yeah, X-Men Unlimited is a very underrated series. It's like a really cool. That's issue number 11 with him and Rogue on the cover.
Pizza combos.
Yep.
It's like a dog treat for humans.
I haven't had combos in a while. Yeah, we're into the 90s.
Do they still sell combos?
I don't know. I would assume so.
Rogue looks so badass, guys. This is all people want. This is all people want. Look at her.
Yep.
And she's cursed to never be able to touch the people that she loves.
Yep.
And that's something that just this generation will never understand, the fact that the reason why Rogue is so beautiful and it's so heartbreaking is, yeah, she's beautiful. She's the most beautiful woman on the X-Men. The problem is nobody can touch her, and she can't touch anybody else without killing them.
Yep. Let's see, Shrubby. Hey, Shrubby. Scratch and Sniff was a novelty. You didn't just get it from the unwashed basement dweller smell with the clientele. I know. Yeah, we had the gimmicks of the 90s. Tommy's talking about the powdered toast man. Thank you, Tommy. Corrected me. In the memory hole, someone gets a little jumbled there. But yeah, Spidey's on the cover with a powdered toast man on a Ren and Stimpy issue. It's kind of fun. But that's issue number 10, I think you have up on the screen. And we keep on moving. Keep on moving through. Juggernauts on that one, 12.
I think that's it. I think I got to 14.
That's
Unless
great.
there's some out of order. I got 1 through 14.
Good stuff, man.
And they were all bundled together.
In one big bag. Makes no sense. They're all solid. Like I said, folks, you can get them. They're inexpensive. I would think right now people need to get them because you're getting like some really great art, some good storytellers, good writers. It's a great introduction. If you're not into comics, you kind of wanted something to read. They're pretty sure they're all standalone stories that you don't have a hard time jumping in. Really, it's sort of like, oh, okay, kind of get into it, and then you kind of go from there. So, yeah, really recommend 7 and 11. Obviously, number 1, 7 and 11 would be high recommends. 2 is really good. Magneto story. Yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff.
All X-Men classic.
Oh yeah, X-Men classics. Yeah, that's good stuff. Nice reprint stuff. Like inexpensive way. Oh, there you go. The number 1. The biggest selling comic book of all time.
First issue, A Legend Reborn, X-Men. That's an original. That's not like a classic.
No. That's the 1990 series by Jim Lee and Chris Claremont. There were 4 different covers, and then a 5th one that had put all the puzzle pieces together. It's the biggest selling comic book of all time. I believe about 8 to 9 million, 8.6 million or something like that copies. And those still sell. I when I put all 5 of them together, I'll get $25 to $35, depending on their quality. And then the individual books, $8 to $10. Alf. Hey, listen, old school cartoon type stuff does get some traffic, get some attention too.
It's more Battlestar Galactica stuff.
Shellback says Wolverine could take a rogue touch more than anyone else, at least. That's fair. That's fair. Fortunately, they don't ever do that because that would be kind of creepy. Tommy says, I have the Max minus the Savage Dragon one. That's a fun series. Max is very good. Oh, a nice Red Sonja. That's old school Red Sonja right there. Marvel. Yeah.
Number 1.
They cannot do her right. They're not going to ever do her right, man.
Not again. No.
I just don't think they ever have. I would love to see an actual rated. They kind of have pieces of things they do right, but yeah. By the way,
more adult.
Yeah, there are some modern comics that have some really cool covers and stuff of Red Sonja. I've nobody asking. Like I said, I mean, we're in between on the selling of Conan and Red Sonja stuff outside of the general shows and stuff. But yeah, there's some new series.
That pile is that?
Yeah, there's Secret Wars are hot right now, man.
Well, it's no bag, no board. Just I'm just gonna throw this in there for giggles.
Hey man, you never know what you're gonna find out there in the wild. You never know, especially if you buy whole boxes and whole sets and stuff. I know when I bought once from that lady, she just said it's in this bag. I just took the whole bag, and my wife got it home and she's like, throw that out. And there was like a clothy, I don't know, it's almost like a laundry tote or something. It was wild. Ow.
So that's definitely going to Mike. I'm going to send this to Mexican Iron Man.
Yeah, put a little note.
That is where that is going.
Put a little note. I was thinking of you.
Oh shit! We're out of time.
Yeah, man. Time goes by fast.
Damn, we just started.
I know. We didn't even make a dent. We probably got a third of that box,
dude. Okay,
right? About a third of the way.
Yeah, we're about a third of the way down.
I had one more thing I wanted to show. I know I praised it I praised it to you. I want to praise it to everyone else. Mad Cave's Dick Tracy.
Let me blow you up. Let me blow you up so everybody can see better.
So this is a hardcover to read. Dick Tracy. Look, it's Dick Tracy. It's not complicated, but it's also not made for children. Flat Top is in the diner, cutting people down. And Tracy's called in to sort things out. It's really cool art. They've got all of the villains that you like. They're all there, from Mumbles to Big Boy. It's all there, but this is not. Look at that. It's graphic. It's not the cheesy, cheeky stuff, but Marvel, DC may be failing us or having very few things that we love, but there are other things that we can get and enjoy for sure. So
definitely.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
an hour's nothing. I know. Yeah, we'll do it again.
2 weeks. We'll do it again, guys. So come back in 2 weeks and we're going to do this again. And we'll keep doing it until we run out of shit to show you.
Well, that's never going to end for me because I'm always buying new stuff. I actually just made a new order. So by the time we do it in 2 weeks, I'll have that order. We can at least show you those things for sure. So I have a new order coming in of some stuff. Some of the stuff we talked about a little bit of filling in issues. Like it's just when I'm shopping, like stuff I'm looking for is X-Men, Spider-Man. Been looking for really cool covers, right? So obviously the Aliens, Predator stuff I mentioned, but also like Ghost Rider. I'm always a huge fan of 90s Ghost Rider, huge fan of cool Ghost Rider covers. And Fantastic Four stuff, especially Doctor Doom stuff. Look, I don't have great faith in what the MCU does, but Doom is cool. And there are some really cool Doom stuff. So, yeah. But folks, it's been super cool. All of you in chat that's joined us. It's been awesome. Thanks to Loki for doing this and inviting me. It's always fun.
Well, thank you for doing this with me. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and we've talked about this for like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
Doing something like this. So it's fun to actually do it and just talk about comics for an hour and have fun and go through memories. Man, we'll be back, guys. 2 weeks and we'll be back. Guys, have a great Wednesday night. Stay safe. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to subscribe to this guy right here.
Join us
I'll
on
forget
Tuesdays.
that.
Let's talk hard, man. Hang out.
See ya.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.